Hello YouTube, this is Jumpin' Ricky and today we're talking about why you should build the Riftsin. This is the first video on the why you should build series where I will highlight some unusual D2R builds. Just a note, I play Diablo II Resurrected in the Nintendo Switch, so this is going to be a video on the console point of view. So this is my assassin. So to be completely honest, I have a love-hate relationship with this character. It started really awesome. In normal and nightmare, just killed every monster. But once you get to hell and you get all these resistances, it's quite hard to be a pure trap assassin or a pure kick assassin without godly gear. So what I did was just accept the fact that it's going to be a Army knife of kind of a build. The skills would remain the same, and I will just swap items or gear depending on the task that I need to do. So pretty straightforward on the martial arts. This is a kick slash Riftsin. So I maxed out Dragon Talon. Dragon Claw, 1 point on Dragon Tail to get Dragon Flight. So I barely use this. So maybe on the respec I might take out these skills and put them on a Shadow Master or some traps. Shadow Discipline, 1 point on Claw Mastery, 1 point on Burst of Speed. I know on some Riftsin builds they put 21 skill points in Burst of Speed. I do understand that, but if I do that, I lose flexibility on this character. Fade, I use Fade if I need to go teleporting around high density areas. It just helps you, gives you time to, if you end up in the middle of a mob of monsters, Fade gives you time to get put Cloak of Shadows up, and then you can teleport again and save yourself. Venom, again, classic skill for any kicks in, just adds damage to your kicks. Psychic Hammer, 1 point, 1 point to Cloak of Shadows, which is the skill you need when you find high density areas, and 1 point on Mind Blast. This is basically used by my Shadow Master to contain crowds. So with that, I put 1 point so I can get to Shadow Master. So Shadow Master is just good because your clone would proc or cast Mind Blast to control the crowd. It can fight. It can also proc your frozen orbs, can lay traps. So it's just good insurance if you, especially when you're busy laying traps. Your Shadow Master would usually do Mind Blast or put her own traps, which is pretty good. So as for traps, maxed out Lightning Sentry and maxed out Death Sentry. So basically the idea is you get in, you cast Cloak of Shadows, lay down your Death Sentries, and then use your kicks to get that first skill. And once that first skill goes down, your Death Sentries will do the work. So moving on, the stats, just pretty basic. So just enough strength for your gear, so it got up to 186 because of the Storm Shield. No, nothing to dexterity, nothing in energy, and everything else back in vitality. I've got 10 skill points here just in case I find something, a gear that I need and I would need more stats to wear it. So for in the inventory, so since it's a Riftsin, this is a Rift War Scepter. I'm using Treachery for the +2 to skills and IAS. So this gives you 45 increased attack speed. Nightwing Veil for the additional skills and cold damage. And I put in a not really a godly facet. So you can put an IAS jewel here too, but during the time I had the cold facet, so I just put it in. High Lord's Amulet for the attack speed and skills. So Laying of Hands for attack speed. Holy Bolt too, just to add some procs. And 50 fire resist, which is quite important. I've been struggling a bit with the resistance on this character, but Laying of Hands helps out with that 50% fire resist. For rings, Raven Frost for Cannot Be Frozen. Carrion Wind just to add some procs and fun pieces to it, so 8% chance to cast the Twister and 10% cast to Poison Nova when you get hit. So Go Riders because Aurora kicks in just for that damage and move speed. So these were the two last pieces that I put in that changed the game for me and increased my survivability. So Storm Shield for the resistance and damage reduction, and String of Years for damage reduction. So once I put these two in, it just changed the game for this character because the survivability went up. So for the inventory, I just got some martial arts skills. So this one is just to add some fire resist because I'm struggling with fire resist. And then Geeds just for some magic find and gold find. And the rest is just a bunch of like resistance that filling in the gaps kind of charms, right? And for this swap, I've got a Nudge Puzzler's Staff. So any teleport staff would do, but if you can look, this is like 69 charges, so you won't run out pretty quickly of teleport, which is useful. So let me show you how. So just make sure I've got teleport there. There you go. So for my mercenaries is pretty standard. I don't use him when I farm destruction keys because he just dies in when the snakes show up. So the idea is to get your Shadow Master. Okay, let's get our mercenary for this one.
Yes.
So I'll show one run with commentary in a Nihlathak run, and I'm gonna add some videos at the end on a few runs that I did yesterday. So get into the Halls of Pain. So I'm gonna fade. And so there's 3 configurations on where you land. So a video from Debrunski really helped me find my way to easily find Nihlathak in this dungeon. So I'll link that to this video. But basically, if you get that the stairs will be in the far left corner when you're here. And here I swap a little bit because I should be able to fight if there's a crowd. So the breast is so put on the video to find where out of the 4 corners where you have to use this. I'm not good at it and guessing yet, but looks like in this video Nihlathak's gonna be in here. So I'm just gonna teleport there. So once we get there, cast Cloak of Shadows, lay down the traps, get 1 kill, and then just see everything unfold. Shadows, swap, traps. survives, you just take him down. So that's how quick it can be on how you get Nihlathak, right? So this is the most efficient that I found, and at the moment destruction keys are, I think, the highest valued keys. So once you get a bunch of these, you can just trade for a bunch of other keys. So yeah, so if you like what you see in this channel, please like and subscribe. Stay on this video to watch all the other runs that I did a day before. I think yesterday I got 5 keys in a span of an hour, which is pretty good because I'm playing alone in Battle.net in Nintendo Switch. So I think that's pretty good outcome. But other than that, thank you for watching.